Okay, so today we are going to discuss about uh, setting up the Unity catalog in Azure. Okay, and why we have to set up that, and uh, like more details we'll try to understand here. Okay, how we can create the tables. When we create a table back and what happens, everything I'll try to show today. Okay, if time permits. Okay, so I've created just now a trial account for Azure. It's a free account, I can say. You guys also can create from your end and can start practicing it. Or if you don't want to do that one, I mean, certain things you can practice only in the Microsoft Azure, guys. So most of the things you can do here, but not 100%. Okay, so don't create it right now. I'll tell you how to do the activities in Azure Databricks and see if you can able to do the same thing in the Azure, the Databricks free account. Okay, if you're able to manage that one, don't go with the Azure trial account because if you create a Azure free account, the validity of this account is only 1 month. Okay, and they'll give you only $200 worth of credits. That's it. Okay, and you need to give the credit card. Of course, they don't charge anything from your credit card until unless you give your consent via an email. Okay, don't worry about that one, even if you give the credit card. Okay, so let's see how we can manage this one here. Okay, once you create the account, see, in order to create this Microsoft account, you just need to type it in Google, Azure. Okay, so free trial. That's it. Just create like this. Just type the like this in Google. So you'll get a link actually here. Create your free account today. Just click on that one. Okay. If you have any Gmail ID, you can give that one, or if you can create a fresh. See, you can click on this. Try Azure for free, and you can start giving your details here. At one point, it will ask you to enter your credit card details also. So you guys can give that one. So I've already given that, right? That is the reason why it is not displaying. So if I don't have anything, it will keep asking the first name, last name, address, and everything. It will start ask. Okay, so it won't take much time, hardly 5 minutes task. The only caveat here is like you just need to enter your credit card details. That is only the thing you need to be very careful. I mean, you can give still. I'm not asking you to give the details. So you can give the details. They don't charge anything until you provide the consent or the email. You have to give the approval to convert this free trial account to pay as you go account. You have to approve that. Anyway, you're not going to do that one. That's okay. So once you create that one, the home page of Azure account is you just need to type here portal.azure.com. That's it. This is the home page it will try to open for you. Okay. Nothing. I did not create anything here in this portal currently. I have to start creating the resources in this account. Okay. So even in the real time also, you just need to open portal.azure.com. That's it. If somebody asks you to, hey, log in into dev account or UAT account or production account, right? You just need to type the portal.azure.com and you need to give the that respect to environment credentials here. That's it. Okay. Now, what I'm trying to do is in Azure actually, if at all if you want to create any resources, see Azure also has a lot of resources, guys. When I say a lot of resources, services, ADF is one of the service, Databricks is one of the service, storage account is one of the service. Okay, like that, it has a lot of services actually. Um, I can say that 100 plus services. Out of 100 plus services, hardly we are going to use uh, 7 to 8 services. That's it. Not more than that. Hardly. For data engineering. Okay. Other services are there for data science as well. There are special services are available for networking. Like that, multiple services are there. Okay. As per the business use case. Okay. So mostly we are going to use these services, which I'm going to write here. The first one is ADF, is one of the ETL service in Azure, which is Azure Data Factory. Okay, you can do ETL activities. And the second one is mostly used one is actually ADB, that is Azure Databricks. I told you already, Databricks is not a Azure service. Databricks is a third-party company, but they tied up with the Azure, and that is the reason why we are calling it as a ADB. Okay, Azure Databricks. So third one is actually we are going to use storage account, or let's say Key Vault also we use mostly. Key Vault is nothing but if at all if you want to store any passwords, usernames, any secrets and all right, we can store it here. I'll show you this one also, how to create and how to store your credentials in the service. Okay. And the next service that we mostly used is storage account. Okay. Storage account is nothing but just like S3 bucket in your AWS, where we can store our files. Okay. These are, and one more thing is, not frequently, but in some projects actually they use logic apps as well. Some project, not all the projects. Logic apps. Okay. If at all, if you want to build any email services, right, for your ETL jobs, you can set up that one using logic apps only. And the next one is Power BI, of course. Power BI is also one of the Microsoft product or Microsoft service, I can say. This is also mostly used service, I can say. So like this, 7 to 8 services are there, guys. Only we are going to use this. And one more thing, famous one recently became very popular. That is Fabric, Microsoft Fabric. Okay. So it is a combination of these three services actually. Okay. It is a combination of ADF, ADB, and Power BI. Combination of these three services actually Fabric. They integrated all these services in here. Okay, hardly we, if you want to become a Azure data engineer, hardly we need to understand these things. That's it. Okay. Huh. So what I'm going to do is all these things we call it as a services, right? Or resources. In your terminology, these are all resources. Okay. If at all, if you want to create a resource in Azure, you have to have resource group in place. Resource group is nothing but it's just an umbrella for all the services that you're going to create. Okay. So why we have to create the resource group is, let's say I have this Azure service in my organization. Okay. In in an organization, you may be having different departments. Let's say procurement department. Let's say HR department is there. Everyone is having. Let's consider every department is having their own projects actually. Every department is having their own projects. Okay, so if you create all these resources under one resource group, you cannot track which department is using what. So that is the reason why they'll try to create these resources for differently for all the departments. See, some departments may need only ADF and ADB. Okay, some departments may need logic apps, Power BI, and Fabric also. Some department may need only keyword and store. I mean, I'm just telling you here. Okay, keyword and storage account and logic app. That's it. So, uh, based on their requirement, we are going to create the resources for them. So for that, we need to have resource groups in place. Okay. So that is what I'm going to create now first. Are you guys able to get it? What I'm trying to say? Guys, are you getting?
Oh, yes, you. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So these are all the services I was talking actually. I mean, these are all the At a high level, we can see the services here. You can click on home here. These are all the services that I was trying to talk. See, this is the fabric that I was talking. Power Platform, high level ones, I can say. Okay. If I click on this one, all resources, if you click right, you'll get all the resources. Just a second. Just a second, guys. Yeah, sorry, guys. Yeah. Uh, I think we're not getting the resources right here. That's fine. You can click on this one. All services. See, these are all the services. Okay. So for AI and machine learning, almost 20 services are there here. For analytics, data analytics, actually, we have all the services. For compute, under compute, we have all the services. So containers, we have all the services. Okay, Kubernetes and all. Okay, so for databases, we have all the services. For DevOps, we have these many services. So for general category, we have all the services. For multi-cloud, like we have these many services. For identity management, we have these many. Like that, we have different services. Okay. So out of all these things, whichever you want for your requirement, you have to choose that one and create it. Okay. If you want to create something in here, we need to create actually resource group. So for that, you need to search in the top search bar actually that service name. So resource groups is also a service actually. So I'm just clicking on here, resource groups. Uh, Currently, I don't have any resource groups, right? I need to create that one. I'm just creating that one here. So the subscription name that they've given me is Azure subscription. And the resource group name I have to give here. What is that resource group name you wanted to give? Okay. So let's say I'm giving here BDT BI data tech underscore RG I'm taking here, resource group. So generally, either the service name they starts with the category of that service. I mean, since it is a resource group, some projects actually they'll try to end that one with that short name. Since it is a resource group, I'm just trying to give underscore RG here, so that just by seeing this one, I can understand easily. Oh, this is a resource group. Okay, and this is the department I can say. So currently I don't have department here. I'm just giving here a generic name that is BDT underscore RG. You can give any name here, no problem. Okay. So you wanted to create this resource group under which region? I told you, right, this is cloud, right, actually. So cloud, we have to deploy in some what I can say, um, some cloud center, I can say, right? So that region is nothing but this one, East US. You can go ahead and select any of the region, but by default, it will select actually the nearest location to you. So I'm selecting East US, that is fine. Or let me go ahead and create something Central India. That is also fine. No problem. Okay. So review plus create. Anything is okay. No problem. You can go ahead and create Central India. No problem. Nobody will stop you. But the preference or the recommendation is actually nearest location to you. Okay, that's fine. So I'm just creating this service here. Clicking on create here. Yeah, the service is getting created here. Yeah, so I think it got created now. It got created. Now, if at all, if you want to see that one, resource groups, you need to click on that resource group again. What happened here? Just a second. Why it is not displaying this resource group here? See, now it is displaying. It's a refresh issue, guys. Okay. That is fine. This is not required. See, this is the resource group actually. Even in the real time also, um, for dev, they are going to create one resource group. For UAT, they are going to create one resource group. Okay. So for this one, production, they are going to create one resource group. Okay. For each environment, you will be having one resource group. Okay, so I'm just trying to create here. Sorry, I'm just clicking on this BDTRG here. Currently under this resource group, I don't have any services. Okay, now I have to start creating that one. Okay, so for that, what I need to do is I am just trying to create a service here. Okay, see here, the moment I click on here, I'm just clicking on it once again. I'm just clicking on this BDTRG. Currently, no services are there. I'm just clicking on here. Oh, no resources found, right? So you can click on here also. Click on create. Now it is showing marketplace. Okay. What Azure is saying is, hey, I have a lot of services in my marketplace. Choose whatever you want from that. Okay, it's just like a shopping kind of thing. Okay, once you go to the like supermarket, right? How you pick and choose the items, right? In the same way, whatever the service you need here, you need to select that service and start creating that. So for now, okay. Now I'm going to explain about the storage account first, and after that I'll try to tell you how to create the Databricks service as well. Okay, so since I need storage account, you just need to type your service name here. See, the moment I type here storage account, I'm getting different service names here. So the first one you need to click on here, that is storage account. Okay. Uh, Once you select that storage account, you're getting multiple options here. You need to select this one here. Okay. Now, see, this is related to Microsoft actually. That is the reason why I'm selecting that. Okay. And I'm trying to create, I'm just clicking on create here. Uh, See here, you're creating this service under the subscription and you're creating this service under this resource group. Okay. What is that service storage account name that you wanted to create? Okay. You can choose any name here. For now, I'm just trying to create here uh, BDT. I'm just trying to take here BDT underscore. Since it is storage account, I'm just trying to take here SA. Usually, in real time, also, what they do is okay. Underscore is not allowed, guys. I'm sorry for that. Okay. Usually, what they do is hyphen symbol is allowed here. Hyphen symbol is letters and numbers must be okay. This is also not allowed. Hyphen symbol is also not allowed. In S3 it is allowed, but in Azure it is not allowed. AWS it is allowed actually. Okay. Usually what we do is BDT. SA means storage account. SA means short form. I'm just trying to take here storage account. Usually in all the companies, they what they do is here they mention the region name as well. So since my region name is Central India, I'm just trying to take here CA. Okay, CA, Central India, region name also. Okay, BDT storage account in Central India. So why we are doing that one is if you are creating one more service under this one, you can easily differentiate that. That is the reason we are just trying to mention that. Okay, so Central India. What I'll do is I'll just try to take 100 here. I mean, you can take any number here. It's not mandatory to take this one. But why I'm taking this one is if I want to create one more service, I'll take 101. One more storage account, I'll take 101. One more storage account, if you need 102, like that, I can keep incrementing that numbers here so that I can differentiate easily them. That is the reason why I'm just taking the number. 001 also you can take here. No problem at all. Okay. So region I'm just selecting automatically selected as Central India because while creating the resource group automatically, I mean, we selected Central India, right? That is the reason it is asking you to select this region. Still, you can go ahead and select the different region, but I don't recommend that one. Let's go ahead and do that one here. Okay. So preferred storage type is actually Azure Blob Storage or Azure Delta Lake Storage Gen 2. So I'll tell you the difference between the blob storage and the Gen 2 here. What we can do here is Azure Blob Storage is the basic storage account actually, basic one. When I say basic one, you can create that blob storage and you can create actually containers in that one. Okay, what do you mean by container? Here, the storage account is nothing but in your laptop. Okay, if you have hard disk in your laptop, if you have hard disk, how do you segregate, or how do you segregate your files in your hard disk actually? First, what you do, you try to partition your hard disk into different drives, right? So you call it as a C drive, a D drive, F drive, Y drive, whatever you want. I mean, depending on your convenience. Okay. Same way. So in Azure terminology, we call them as actually containers. Containers. Okay. So overall storage account, I call it as a hard disk here. Inside that hard disk, I'm just partitioning that one. That I call it as a container. Okay. So inside the container, what do we have actually in our laptop? Folders, right? Folders are not. So inside the container, we have folders. Okay. So inside the folder, you can create subfolders, or inside directly you can store the files, or you can create subfolders here. Inside the subfolders, you can store again files. Okay. The hierarchy follows like whatever the way you want. Huh. So the main terminology that you need to understand here is container, folder, subfolder, files. That's it. Inside the folder also you can store the files, guys. No problem. Inside the folder you can create a subfolder as well. Inside that subfolder you can store the files. Okay, container, folder, subfolder, file. Okay. So in blob storage actually we cannot create this hierarchy. You can create only containers and you can store the files directly in this container. That means indirectly you're partitioning your hard disk and you're storing the files directly into that. So blob storage supports only containers. That's it. It will not allow you to create the folders and subfolders. The hierarchy is not allowed here. So mostly we don't use actually blob storage. So we go with the Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2. The short form of this one is ADLS Gen 2. Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2, Generation 2. Okay, here in this one, the hierarchy is allowed here. Hierarchy in the sense like container, folder, subfolder, files. Hierarchy is allowed. Inside the subfolder, one more subfolder you can create. Okay, so how you store like in your laptop, let's say C drive or D drive, inside that one movies, inside that movies folder, Bollywood, Tollywood, Collywood, like that, how you create that one. So inside Tollywood again, horror movies, uh, like that. What is that? The other category, um, horror movies and the something like that. You have different categories, right? You can go ahead and create that one. Okay. So that is about Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2. Guys, able to get it? Any question here before I move on to this one?
No, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, why it's showing Azure Blob Storage or
See, if you want, you can go ahead and create the blob storage if you have a requirement. Or if you don't want, you can go ahead and create the Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2. Mostly 90% of the cases, we go with the ADLS Gen 2 only. See, ADLS Gen 2 also built on top of blob storage only. This is the basic block building block of the data like ADLS Gen 2 actually.
okay, okay.
Okay. Hmm. So next option that I'm trying to that I have to check here is standard and the premium. So standard is the regular one, general purpose account. That means for the generally for the dev for QA accounts, we use this option. I mean, once you upload the data to that particular storage account, the retrieval of the data when you query something is little bit slow here and little bit faster here. And what I understood from one of the blog is in the standard actually backend hard disk they use the regular hard disk. Here they use SSD hard disk. Okay, this is the premium one actually. I don't go with the premium. This is costlier. So that is the reason why I'm going with the standard. Standard is okay. Okay. And the redundancy, like there is a big concept guys actually related to this one. Maybe I can explain it later, not now. For now, I'll go ahead and select the suitable option for practice is actually LRS. In real time, we don't use the LRS actually. Either we go with the GRS or ZRS actually, or like some projects they go with the GZRS. Okay. So I'm going with the LRS. LRS is nothing but locally redundant storage. The meaning of that one is uh, once you store something inside the storage account, right? They'll create multiple copies of that data. Okay. They'll create the copies of data in the same, uh, uh, what I can say, center, in the data center, I can say. Okay. Within the same data center. So that is the reason we select it as a LRS, local redundant service, locally redundant storage. Okay. Let me click on review plus storage. Oh, uh, shit, shit. I have to select one more option actually. Okay. Anyway, I think it did not create. Okay. Now what we need to do is we need to enable one more option, guys. Actually, see here. When I go to advanced, actually, I'm getting an option called enable hierarchical namespace. So if you want to create a ADLS Gen 2, you have to select this option. If you don't select this option, it will create blob storage in the backend. Okay, blob storage in the backend. So that is the difference between the blob and the Gen 2. Only this option, that's it. If you select this one, then it will become a Gen 2. If you don't select this one, it will become a blob. Okay. So since I need ADLS Gen 2 here, I'm just selecting this option and clicking on review plus create. Okay, now it is validating everything and it will ask me to click on this create option. Let's see. Yeah, so it is enabling this option. If you want to, before you click on create, if you want to just cross check the options that is trying to enable here, you can cross check here. So I'm good with all these options. I'm just going on creating the storage account here. See why I'm creating the storage account is in the Unity catalog actually, once you, when you want to when you want to create the table and store the data inside that table, backend it has to store in some place, right? That storage is nothing but this one only. That is the data. Unity catalog is a data warehouse actually. Okay. So in the data warehouse, we store the data in tables. The table backend location is this one only. Let it create. Yeah, it is done, I guess. Okay, now let me go to that resource, or you can directly search here, storage accounts. It will give you that. So BDT SSCA Central India 001. This is my storage account. Okay. Now what I will do is, I told you, right, we can upload the files and we can create subfolders and all, right? So for that, what we need to do is we need to click on this data storage. See here, click on containers. Currently, I don't have any containers here. Okay, by default, you'll get $logs here. That's the default file. Don't delete that one. Let it be like that only. So this is my hard disk actually, where I wanted to store my data. So what I will do is I'll just try to create actually partitions here. Okay. So here I'm going to create okay, some dummy name actually. Okay, so I'm just creating a container name called data. Okay, I mean I'm just creating a dummy one, no problem at all. Okay, so this is my container. It is creating a container. Now it is refreshing that. See, this is the one. This is the container. Inside this container actually, see here, add directory. That means folder I'm trying to create here. Okay, so let's say customer. Okay, I'm just trying to create like this. Some folder. Inside this folder, if at all, if you want to create any subfolder, you can go ahead and create. Okay, let's say US. Okay, and we can create one more folder called UK. So like that, you can create any number of folders here. Okay, inside the container also, you can create any number of folders. See, it is as simple as your hard disk case. That's it. That's what I wanted to tell you here. Okay, you can upload the files in this one. Okay, let's say US. I'm just trying to upload a file. If you want to upload the file, you just need to click on upload here, browse files. Let's say yesterday we have some Parquet files, right? I mean, you can upload any type of file, guys. It will not stop you. It will not stop you actually. You can upload any file here. So let's say I'm trying to upload this one, the Parquet file that we have downloaded, right? That I'm trying to do upload here. See, I'm able to upload that. See, successfully uploaded. So this is the storage account. Clear with this? Yeah, nothing difficult to understand this one, right? Anything difficult here to understand?
It's processor only.
Sorry?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Okay, so we are good with this one, right? Okay, now we understood one service, that is storage account. Okay, now I'm going to create one more service called Databricks. Okay, so if you want to create ADF, you can create that one, but that is not required for us at this point of time. So I'm not creating that one. So if you want to create any service, what you have to do, you have to go to the resource group, right? So for now, I'm just trying to open a new tab here, and there I'm trying to create that one. You can create you can open any number of tabs and work parallelly. Okay, no problem with that. Now the resource groups actually that I've created is BDT underscore RG. Now under that, I have only one service called BDT CA001. Now I wanted to create one more service. Now it is again entering into the marketplace. From the marketplace, which service you need actually. So I need Databricks here. I'm just trying to create here Databricks. Okay. See here, Databricks as a Databricks extension to Azure Databricks. We don't use this one. We use this one only here. Click on this one. Okay. I'm just trying to create, clicking on create here. Now it will ask you to enter the details here. Um, what it is asking is, you create the service under the subscription. You create the service under this resource group, under the subscription. You can have any number of resource group. I wanted to create under BDT underscore RG. What is that workspace name that you wanted to create? Workspace name is nothing but your catalog name. Or like, I'll tell you what exactly mean with that workspace, Databricks workspace. It is kind of a project folder, I can say. Okay. Now what I'll do is BDT underscore WS I'm taking. Okay. WS is nothing but workspace. BDT is nothing but BI data. I mean, your organization name, I can say here. You can take anything based on your name. I mean, how do you want to follow the naming convention? Based on that, you can define this. So region, Central India I'm selecting, that's okay. Here you'll uh, you'll get actually three different options here: standard, premium, and trial. So don't select the other options. You go ahead and select the premium option here, because Unity Catalog option will be available only in this particular one. Okay, not in other tires actually. Okay, that is the reason I'm selecting. By default also it is giving this one on. Okay, so resource manage resource group name not required here. I'm just clicking on review plus create, and it is validating now. Yeah, now it is enabling create option. Just click on create. There are two basic videos are there, guys, which I thought for your previous batch. I'll try to share that videos with you. You guys have to go through that if you want to understand all these things. What is resource group? I mean, what is that LRS? What is that ZRS? All those things I explained for your previous batch actually. I'll share that one. Just remind me. Over the weekend, you just go through it. It is creating now, guys. It won't take much time. Hardly 1 minute it will take. Let's wait. Meanwhile, we need to create one more service, guys. That is access connector. Okay, let me tell you that the background of that. So what we are doing is we have the Azure Database service right here. So what is our ultimate goal actually? We are going to enable the Unity catalog in this Azure Databricks. Okay. So for that, if you want to store something in the Azure Databricks, once you create the Unity catalog, backend we need some storage, right? So that storage is nothing but we have created the storage account, right? So that storage account is this one, storage account. Okay. So in Azure, this is separate service. This is separate service. They don't know each other actually. See, ultimately, when you insert some data in Azure Databricks with the help of df.write or insert command or like or copy command, once you insert the data, backend it has to store in some place, right? That some place is nothing but storage account. Okay. In Azure, these two are the independent services. They don't know each other actually. So, in order to uh, create a handshake between these two services, we need to make them friends first. Okay. So if at all, if you want to make them friends, we need one more friend actually. One common friend actually between this guy and this guy. Okay. That is Databricks Access Connector, DAC. Okay. This is also one more service. This will act as mediator between this service and this service. Okay. Whenever you store some data in Azure Databricks in the Unity catalog, it will store the data via this DAC only, Databricks Access Connector only. Okay, now we have to create this service as well. And now after that, you have to integrate these two services. That is enough. You need to establish the connection here. I'll tell you how to do that one.
Sure. What is DAC? Data access?
Databricks Access Connector.
Correct.
So we used to do mounting actually in order to establish the connection between the storage account and this one. Now the mounting, we are not doing that one nowadays. I think it got created now. Almost done. Yes, this is done. Now we created this one, we created this one. Now this is pending, right? Now I have to do that one here. Okay, so clear all drawings. Go here. If you want to see how that service looks like, then you can see here. This is the Databricks service case. Okay. Now, if you want, you can click on Launch Workspace. So this is the workspace it has created in the backend. Okay, this is the UI that you're getting in Databricks. See, whatever the UI I see in the free account, same UI is there or not here? Any difference is there? Any difference is there? No. But this is the cloud free trial account. This is the Azure based Databricks account. That's it. Okay. Yeah. So both are same only here. Even if you want to create the SQL editor, you can go ahead and create and start creating the tables and do that one. But I did not set up that Unity catalog here. But in the cloud account, by default, it is set actually. Now I have to set up that Unity catalog. Okay, I'll tell you how to do that one. Currently, we don't have anything. By default, you'll get system and the other one, I guess. Uh, if I click on this one, see BDTWS. So whatever the workspace you're creating right here, with that name, it is actually going to create one database name. Okay, the catalog name I can say. So by default, when you create a database, actually our catalog, you'll get two schemas. One is the default schema, and second one is the information schema. Okay, we don't use the default schema anytime. We have to create the custom schema again. If you want, you can delete this default schema, no problem at all. Okay, but let it be like that for some time, no problem. So let me close this one. What I have to do is I have to create actually one more service called Databricks Access Connector. So just search that name here, Databricks Access Connector. See, okay, Access Connector. So Access Connector for Azure Databricks. So just click on that. This is the mediator case actually. Okay. Um, when you create actually Databricks, by default, it has brought this one. If you want, you can utilize this one for connecting that storage account and this. Or if at all, if you want to go ahead and create a new one, you can create that. Okay. I'm just trying to create a new one here. So for that, the resource group is actually BDT_RG only. Okay. Name is actually, you have to give some name. Since it is a mediator between the storage account and the Databricks here, what I will do is, uh, uh, since this is access connector for Azure Databricks, what I do here is, give me some naming convention here. Hmm. Store. Hmm. Yeah. Tell me.
Yeah. Storage account and database.
PDT storage
DTS.
account, right? That we have created, right?
Yeah.
Storage account and the ADB, right? So ADB underscore. Since it is access connector for Azure Databricks, DAC I'm taking here. Okay, DAC. That's it. Just remember that one. Okay, Databricks access connector. So the region Okay, Central India I'm selecting here because I don't want to create that one in some other region. I wanted to put all my resources in one region only. So I'll go ahead and select here Central India. Just click on create here, review plus create. No, sorry, I'm not clicking on this one. Yeah, create. Now it is actually creating the access connector. Three different services we have created, guys. What are those? One is storage account, second one is Databricks, third one is access connector. Yeah, this is also created actually. Okay, this is the service actually. Yeah, where is that? Yeah, refresh this. Yeah, this is the one actually. The one we have created now. Okay, three services we have created. Now, the service knows, or the service can directly contact and can talk to this particular one, but this one cannot talk to this one because this is a common friend actually. Okay, between this one and this one. Now we need to integrate these two. So in order to do that one, I need to go to the storage account. Okay. So once you go there, we need to give access to that one, that service account, DSC. Okay. So for that, access control IAM, we need to click on add here, add role assignment. Okay. And the here, what permission we need to give here is, we need to give actually contributor access here. Okay. Data storage contributor is there. Where is that one? Storage account contributor is there, right? One second, let me directly type that. Storage account contributor. Somewhere you can see that data contribute. Yeah, storage block data contribute. This is the one actually. So what it does is allows for read, write, delete access for the. Okay, now we are allowing whom? We are allowing whom? The DAC, right? That access connector, right? So we are allowing the DAC to read the data, to delete the data, to edit the data from this storage account. So this is the service. This is the permission we need to give. Okay. Or this is the storage account contributor or a storage blob data contributor. Which one we give? Let me open the PPT here. One second. I forgot that actually. Unity catalog. This is introduction. One second, guys. Let me open the PPT and show you. This step is done. This step is done. This step is done. This step is done. This step is also done. This is also done. This is also done. Access connector we have created. Okay, and after that, uh, this is done. This is done. This is done. Storage account is done. Okay. Now here, we need to provide the access. Storage blob data control. That is correct one. Okay, this access we need to give to that. Okay. So let me go there and try to select that storage blob data contributor and click on next. Okay, see here you're getting options user group service principal, right? we have to actually go ahead and select the managed identity. You know what is this managed identity? This is one of the security type actually. If at all, if services wanted to talk to each other, okay, then they talk via this managed identity only. Okay, we don't need to manage this one. Backend they can talk each other. Okay, so for that I'm selecting managed identity. So and select member. Whom do you want to give access? I wanted to give access to managed identity. We need to select here. Access connector managed identity. Now this is the one we have created, right? That we need to select here. Here, this is the one. To this one we need to give access. Okay, and I'm selecting. Click on select here. Review plus assign. Review plus assign. Once again. Yeah, so role assignment is added here. Okay, now my storage account and the DSC both can talk each other now because I have given access to my DSC. Okay, now anyway DSC can talk to Databricks. Now all three become friends now. Now Databricks can directly come and talk to storage account. So before this step, actually, all three services are independent to each other. Now after this one, now all three became friends. Okay. So what is the next step that I need to do is when I say database, when I say database, what are all the different types of objects you're going to create? Schema, table, view, function, user, role, like that we create different types of objects, right? So all these are actually metadata, right? So in the Unity catalog, we need to store that metadata in some place, right? Okay, that is what we are going to do. Okay, so for that, what I'll do is I'll just go to this storage account, this storage account. Okay, and I'll try to create one folder called Metastore. Okay, let me try to do that one here. Okay, so Unity catalog UC hyphen Metastore. This is what I wanted to create. The folder name. This is my container name, I can say. Storage account will not allow you to put hyphen symbols and all, but folder names, container names, you can use the underscores hyphen symbols. You can use, no problem. Okay. UC hyphen metastore. This is what I'm trying to take here. So here I wanted to store all my metadata related to that Unity catalog. Okay. So this is the place I'm going to use. Under data, actually, I'm going to store my actual data. Okay, I'll tell you how to do that one. So if at all, if you want to set up that actually, if you want to tell to, okay, now you have to tell to your Databricks, hey, Databricks, going forward, whatever the metadata that you're going to create under this one. That's what we need to convey. That's what we need to tell. How do we tell that one, So for that, we need to open one more URL called, what is that? 1 second, let me go to my PPT. There is separate URL is there for that. Accounts.azure-databricks.net. Yeah, this is the one. This one or 1 second, 1 second. Yeah, that one only. Accounts dot Azure-databricks.net. Let me try to open that one here. Okay, accounts.databricks.com. Yes. No, not this one. Mm, Previously, we used to get that option directly from here. I don't know. Directly, we used to get that option here. The account starter, like this one is correct only, right? Okay, anyway, I'll let you know about that one. Okay, so we need to set up that meta store actually. I forgot that URL. I guess this one only. Maybe they could have changed it recently. I'll check that one, guys. I'll check and let you know that one. So we'll try to create that one on the next class. Okay. Yeah. So that's all for now. See, here we used to get that option. Now we are not getting that option. We need to open that account directly. We need to open that URL directly. Okay. So let me search it in Google here. How to set up Metastore in Databricks. Just a second. You will get actually one URL. All these steps are done actually. Now what we have to do is see, still they are showing the old documentation only. Manage account option we are not getting actually. Let me show you that. Where is that manage account option? Still they are showing the old one only. Okay, so they did not change the documentation. We have an URL actually. I forgot that URL. I'll try to get that one. Maybe in the next class. Okay.
Ask ChatGPT.
That is what I asked actually here. Google. That's okay. We can create it. No problem. This is in GCS. Yeah, that's fine. I'll let you know definitely. Yeah, that's it, guys. Any question? This Unity catalog is actually started by the Microsoft guys only, Databricks guys only, and they made it to open source now. That is the reason I just opened this URL for you guys, unitycatalog.io. If you want to know more about that one, you can just refer this website. You'll get to know more about that. Recently, they did it actually. See, openness. Open API and open source server offers the maximum flexibility and the customer choice by ensuring the broad interoperability. It's an open source one actually. Okay. Yeah. So that's all for today.
Shiva, for DAs, after we created, we just assign the role assignment, right?
A role
That
assignment, that's it. And after that, we need to set up that meta store.
setup
That
meta
I'm
store.
going to tell you in the next class. Or I'll try to create before the next class and we'll start like loading the data. Okay.
Sure, try this one.
Hmm?
Typing to
I didn't
Slack.
get you.
That storage
Just like
account
this.
where we told Shiva, storage account, we created storage account and database, right? In DAC where we told other than this assignment, we not told, right? For handshaking.
No, I didn't get you. Come again. In the storage
Actually,
account.
we just done the role assignment, right?
Yeah,
But
correct.
to handshake between Databricks
No,
service
that you will get by default.
default.
By default you'll get, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the service name itself is a Databricks connector, right? So it will
Uh-huh.
directly talk to that Databricks service.
Directly after the giving this
Mm,
role assignment,
mm, mm,
automatically
mm,
connected.
mm. So
So I
anyway,
think
like while creating the database, anyway we are going to give that details once again. It can. I'll tell you at that point also. Hmm. Murli, you're saying
yeah,
something?
I pinged you one URL. See, just like that.
Okay. So which one is that? Yeah, account start Azure Databricks. That's what. Oh, I think Databricks.com we opened. Huh?
Uh,
Okay. This is the one actually. This is what I was looking. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to give that credentials here. Uh, What is that Shiva underscore? What is that I have used here? VA data tech, right? At the rate outlook.com. That's correct only, right? Did I give anything wrong here? VA data tech. Let me copy this. Shiva underscore BA DATA TECH. That's correct only. Outlook.com. Outlook.com. Why it is not allowing here?
PADTA, right?
BID. That's correct only, right? Shiva underscore BA data DATA TECH. That is what I'm giving. Shiva underscore BI DATA TECH at the rate outlook.com. This is correct only. Cannot access the application. The tenant account needs to be added an external user in the first tenant first. Please use your different account. Why is it saying that?
Maybe without domain outlook.com, just give that user.
No, I don't think so. Like that. Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
Mm, that's correct, right?
No, no. Now you give like email.
At the rate outlook.com. Now it is taking again. Sorry, but we are having trouble to sign you in. Okay, I'll check this one. I'll check why we are not getting that. Okay, yeah.